Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Four Direction. This is a new episode. I'm the host, Mary Apollo. And in today's topic, we are going to discuss more about how to achieve your dream. Have you wondered how you can achieve your dream? You are a very ambitious person. You want to pursue your dream and fulfill your desire, and you don't know the steps. So we are going to discuss that in this episode. I'm joined by a special guest, Mr. Daniel Armstrong. He is a dream coach, a public speaker, and motivational speaker. He's going to tell us more about that. Welcome, Mr. Daniel, to the Four Direction.
Thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Oh, great! So first, when we went to your profile, uh, you 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 how this is how you mention yourself. I am a dream mentor. My mission is to inspire and empower both young people and adults to pursue and utilize their dreams. What does that mean?
Many people, I would almost say most people, would like to live their dream one day, but very few people are. They're stuck in lives and jobs that they don't enjoy. How do I know that? Because if they won the lottery tonight, many would quit their jobs tomorrow. To me, that suggests you're not living your dream, because if you're living your dream, you wouldn't quit. So, what I do is show people how to create the life that you want and live your dream. It could be a career, it could be something you want to do in your life, be in your life, have in your life. I show them how to get started, making it happen where they are with what they have.
That's wonderful. Tell us about the step. What step does the person have to take to achieve their dream?
Like I said, many people don't even know what their dream is. And the dream is like a seed. If you have land and you plant no seeds, nothing's going to grow. I don't care how much you water it and how much the sun shines. You first have to have a dream or a seed planted in your mind. Well, how do you get that? I suggest people identify a total of 20 of their talents and interests, any combination. A talent, something you're naturally good at. You kind of do effortlessly. And sometimes there are talents we don't view as talents because we do it so effortlessly. It's natural. And interest is something that catches your attention. Make that list. What's inside of you? And from that list, think what on this list really jumps out at me that I'm passionate about, that makes me happy. And from that list, what would my dream be? And I wouldn't limit it to what's reasonable or the money you have or what you've done in the past or stayed in school. Just what would your dream be? The bottom line is, what do you want? So first we must plant the seed of a dream.
So, after the person write down these 10 skills or talent, how can they know which one are they more connected to, or which hobby they feel happy when they're doing it?
Your heart has to speak to you. Only you can answer that question. Again, you may make a list of 20 items, combination talents and interests. And some you kind of write because I asked for 20, for example. But there may be a few or one that just jumps out at you. And you have to listen to your heart and your mind. Say, that's the one I'm really passionate about. And no one can answer that for you but yourself. And sometimes you have to explore these things actively to really understand what they are, to make a determination. For example, I worked in the music business when I was in grad school. I love music, but after a while I realized that really wasn't the right fit for me. So sometimes you have to actively explore things to gain an understanding. Is it the best fit for you?
A, a question that is a concern here. Why do you think people don't achieve their dreams?
Well, first off, let's imagine you're a child in third grade. What age is that? Maybe 10 years old or so. And you say you want to become a doctor. The adults around you would say, that's wonderful. Ah, that's amazing. That's great. Well, you need to finish elementary school, 3 more years. You need to finish middle school, a couple years. Finish high school, go to college, go to med school, do your residency. And in 20 years, you can live your dream. Who wants to wait 20 years for anything? So we really are discouraging children to think actively now about what they can do to start pursuing their dream. So we tell them to wait, wait, wait. Now, oftentimes in certain neighborhoods, the troubled kids don't wait to recruit. They say, come with me today, and we're going to go do this mischief. And tomorrow we're going to do that. So they actively engage kids, whereas the so called role models are saying, wait 10, 20 years. And nobody wants to wait 10, 20 years. So we discourage people. Then we tell someone we know that has a dream, maybe it's a friend or maybe it's a child, you can't do that. Why not? Well, I couldn't do my dream, so you can't do that. So we actively tell people to you need to be more rich. You want to be a doctor? I don't know, Mary. Maybe you could be a nurse. That seems more realistic. So the people around us kill the dream, and then we believe them. So your dreams are being attacked by waiting and being told you can't do it. And schools, in America at least, are not set up to help students live their dream. If they were, teachers would know all their students' dreams and they would give them guidance on how to make it happen now. But what we do in our school system in America, we have big posters about dreams, dream big, but we talk about dreams on graduation day when it's already over for your time at that school. So we give dreams what we call lip service. We talk them, but we don't really teach them how to make them happen.
Mm. Tell us about your Find Your Dream, your tree program. How does this program work
Well,
for you?
let me explain how it started, and it kind of explains how it works. I'm from Los Angeles, but I once lived in the country of Ghana in West Africa, and I played basketball in college at Columbia University. So whenever I travel, I try to find a basketball court as a way of connecting with local community members. So in Ghana, I would go to the poorest part of the capital, an area called Nima, and there I would coach and play in the afternoons. And one day I asked the players, I said, so what are your dreams besides playing basketball with me in the afternoon? And most didn't have a dream. It's a very poor area. But one day, two twin brothers told me their dream was to have their own school one day. And I thought, how are they going to have their own school? And they proceeded to ask me for the money to build a school. And I said, I can't do that. But what I did say was, I advised them to go find a tree and start their school there. I said, just start with a few students, 3 or 4, teach them math and reading, and that's your school. You don't have to have all the facilities in place. Just start teaching. They took my advice, began teaching 3 or 4 students. Within months, they had 100 students coming to the tree for their school. Seeing that success, a local businessman gave them a brand new building for a school. So the Find a Tree program is based on identifying your dream and getting started where you are with what you have. That may be not the point you want to end up, but you got to get started doing something today in order for your dream to happen.
So, what step do I need? What skills do I need to have or develop when I want to work in my dream?
Well, that depends on your particular dream. You know, I do a lot of speaking, so I got to be able to speak in public. That may not, if you're an accountant, for example, that may not be necessary. So the first step to figure out the skills is to do research. You have to get knowledge about your dream. And one question would be, where are the skills do I need for this particular dream? How do I get there? Who else has done it? What they do to get there? So your first step is to get knowledge. And much you can learn is right there on your phone today online. I would start right there, getting information and knowledge about your dream. And included in that would be, what skills must I have to make my dream happen?
So at which stage you start developing your dream skills? Like for example, you went to Ghana, you were in Zimbabwe, and you develop these skills of networking, bringing people together. So if a person today is stuck, like, oh, I don't have money, I don't have resources, as you mentioned in the book, some people have money, but they don't have like the talent. So how can the person work on that?
If they don't have a talent, particular talent, you're saying?
Yeah, like for example, now I want to be in media. I don't have money, but I don't know, like, I don't have skills of reaching to people or resources that I can talk to and interview. How can I develop that skills?
Now we met in the last few months, Mary. So I wasn't there when you were a child, but when you were 6 months, a year and a half, could you walk at
No,
6 months?
no.
What could you do at 6 months to a year?
I can scroll.
No, you crawled.
You crawl, yeah.
I wasn't there, but that's what you probably did, right?
Yeah.
And did you just get up one day and start walking and running?
No, no.
No. What'd you do? You tried to stand up, you wobbled, and you
Wow.
fell down.
Hmm.
Did you just lay there and say, "Well, I can't walk, forget about it"? What'd you do?
Yeah, I try to
And so
stand up
after
and
you
then,
fell down, then what'd you do? You
and
just
then
gave up and said, "I'm not good at this walking business. I'll just forget about it." At 8 months, a year, what did you do next?
I try
You,
until.
you kept getting up, right? You kept trying and you kept falling, right? And you
Mhm.
fell on your butt and your mother picked you up and you probably cried and you got back up and you took 2 steps. And then the next day you figured out how to take 4 steps and gradually your balance got better. And then you understood about holding on to things. And next thing you do, you're a little running a little faster. That's the same process. You got to just do what you can. You're going to fall down. You learn from it, but you get back up and keep trying. And every time you fall, you understand, oh, left, right, left, right. Oh, I got to keep my body a little more balanced. And eventually you'll get it. But you got to get out and make a step and fall and get back up. That's how you learn.
But there is a problem because I think most people are scared always to taking the first step because they think, oh, we will fail, and what are people going to talk about that? So they always have that imagination about others, reflection on them. So
Okay. So let's say you want to be a chef. Okay. And you make a chocolate cake one day. Do you think it's going to be perfect the first time you make this cake?
no.
It probably meant you probably put too much of this or too much of that or bake it too long or something goes wrong and you learn, oh, don't put a cup of salt in that. You put a teaspoon. Oh, now I get it.
Hmm.
So we look at failure as something to run from, to be ashamed for. But in failing, it's actually the classroom of learning. I can't think of anything we do in life of significance where we come out the expert the first day. Whether you're playing a sport, an instrument, if you're playing the piano, you think you're going to play some great uh, music the first week? No, you're going to mess up, but you learn from it. So I think too often we run from messing up, we run from failure, we don't view it as something valuable. I think when we're successful right away, we can get arrogant that I'm just so smart. I just did this the first week. No, the reality is how you become an expert is you keep working at it, messing up, trying, perfecting, learning more, and in time you get there. So don't run from failure. Understand it's part of the process.
So, how did traveling help you advance your skills, your dream coaching skills and mentorship?
Well, I think I've been doing this approach all my life, and traveling just challenged me to a new level to apply what I have been doing for much of my life. So it just took on new challenges, and I found the approach works whether I'm in Los Angeles, in New York, where I went to college, or someplace in the world. The approach works.
Are there is any example in your life where you use the Find a Tree program to accomplish your dream, and how does it work?
Yes. Well, I would say a couple examples. When I was in college at Columbia University, this is back in the early 80s, there was something called apartheid in South Africa, a system of government based on racism that divided blacks, whites, and coloreds. Where you went to school, where you worked, everything was divided, was determined rather, whether you were black, white, or colored. If you were black, you lived in complete poverty. If you were white, you lived like a king or a queen virtually. So I get to Columbia and I see a film about apartheid. And the speaker, after the film was shown, says that Colombia has millions of dollars invested in apartheid South Africa in companies. And these companies, in turn, really are supporting apartheid through providing services and paying taxes. And I thought this is wrong. Supporting apartheid in any way, even if Colombia's investment really is not that great, but still, Columbia is an Ivy League school, is an American university, should take a stand and pull that money out, divest that money as a statement of principle that we won't profit from companies working in apartheid South Africa. Now, I had no resources. I had no political organizing experience. I just had a dream and a thought. In fact, I was a college athlete, not an activist. But I said, let me first work to educate my fellow students on apartheid and the role Colombia plays by supporting these companies and what we could do by divesting, pulling the money out. So all I had, we didn't have computers back then and Facebook and Instagram and email to promote the message. So I made handmade flyers and posted them across the campus every day and every week, informing students about apartheid, Colombia's role, and what we could do. We had films and speakers and the flyers constantly. Long story short, the campaign grew. Other students joined the coalition for free South Africa. And after a 4-year movement, Colombia committed to divesting, taking out $55 million. And after Colombia divested, 150 universities across America agreed that they too must take the money out as a result of student protests. And that's an example of only having a dream, but just getting started with what you have and making a difference in the world.
Great, wonderful. So you have so many successful stories of some people who went to the program and you help them achieving your dream. How does that make you feel?
Well, I consider this my life work and purpose. And particularly when I have young people who've had some terrible experiences, are in a terrible position in life. I've worked in juvenile jails with young people who committed horrendous crimes. And when I see them transform and achieve goals and turn their lives around, I mean, nothing can speak stronger to my heart. Now, I love working with students who are successful already. I love going to corporations and working with those corporate individuals to achieve more. But really, when I meet a young person whose life is almost over, at 15 and 18 years old who's in jail and they turn it around, for me, that's the meaning of life.
So if the person want to start your program, what is the step that they have to take, and then where is it available? And the resources also you provide for the students.
Say the question one more time.
If I want to get enrolled today in find your my dream program, what resource will you provide me, and how can I get enrolled in the program?
Well, right now there's two options. This is my book, How to Live Your Dreams, Find a Tree, and Get Started. It's available on Amazon, and this outlines the 19 principles to apply. We are working on producing a series of videos, which will be available on my YouTube channel called the Dream Academy, which I explain the 19 principles of how to make your dream happen. That'll be coming later this year. Right now, that's where to go. I don't provide resources, I simply provide the principles and teachings that you can apply to your life. One principle is there's no Santa Claus. No one's going to bring you what you need to make your dream happen. You have to get up and go after it. So if you're waiting on me or someone to bring you something, I just wouldn't expect that to happen. The question is, what can I do for myself today with what I have?
So, I think in your early childhood, you have a dream to meet Martin Luther King. You did, and in your story, Find a Tree program, there is so many powerful stories. Went to prison and turn people like young people who are criminal to start working in social service and the public sectors. And also, there is another story of this woman, Anita White, that I read in the book, where her daughter went to Africa and changing her life. So, my last question is: did you fulfill your dream?
In what way? By doing these stories?
Yeah.
Yes. When they achieve what they achieve, that's my dream. So my dream is to help people live their dream. And when they achieve these things, this is how I live my dream.
And what is next in your journey, Daniel Armstrong dream journey?
Well, right now I'm headed to Ghana, and I look forward to working with young people and adults in Ghana to achieve their dream.
So for the African young people, if they want to get more, like they want to get in the Find a Tree program, how can they reach out? How can they find more resources?
Again, uh, for children 10 to 14 years old, this is my youth workbook. And my book, available on Amazon, is also a resource. As I said before, in the coming months, we intend to post on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, you can go to youtube.com/at the Dream Mentor. One more time. Go to youtube.com/at the Dream Mentor, and there we will have in the coming months the Find a Tree Dream Academy video series. And this series of videos will teach you how to make your dream happen.
So and okay, what is your website also, please?
My website is danielarmstrong.com. That's DanielArmstrong.com, DanielArmstrong.com. And there's more information on the Find a Tree program and also access links to the publications. And there's videos for one can look at.
So do you have anything else you would like to add to the to
Well,
this?
I would encourage everyone who's watching to make that list today of your talents and interests and determine your dream. Plant that seed, get knowledge, and ask yourself, what can I do today to start the journey towards my dream? And when you do that, your life will change and the magic will happen.
Thank you so much. think you really benefit from your course because we end up in the right time. Like time management is one of the skills that you have been teaching us for in the mentorship program.
Yes.
So thank you so much for your
Thank you,
time.
Mary. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel Armstrong. He's a dream coach, mentor, and also a public speaker. Today we discuss about how to achieve your dream program, and you can go more to his website and find more about the program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, dear viewers, for watching the Four Direction today. I'm the host, Mary Apollo, and in this topic, we talk about how to achieve your dream. You can go on the link and find more about the episode and the resources that are available. Share it with your friends, share it with your networking and your family, and you may help somebody who is looking to achieve their dream. See you in a different episode. Bye.